Good morning, friends and fellow farmers. Alright, let's put that away. And what do we have? Nothing. Nothing, kid. Nothing. Where's your sibling? Anybody up here? Yep, there you are. Let's grab some coffee. And go say hello. I'm not even going to check the luck today. Doesn't matter. Come on, Penny. Love to hear all about the artifacts you found. Archaeology is fascinating. To think there may have been farmers at this very spot 10,000 years ago. And we'll be here in another 10,000 years, because that's how long it's going to take us to get this farm finished. Don't worry, Penny. We're on it. We're all good. Alright, let's get our goodies here, and you know, jumbo-sized vat of stuff. I don't know why. That is a lot of sap. Like, if I had a need for sap, I mean, again, I guess, as I was doing previously with my ridiculous quality fertilizer thing, I mean, you can just turn it into stuff. Why not? But it's absurd. Alright, now, you know, I don't need that cup of coffee at the moment. Let's grab our stuff here and see what's going on in here. Right, I kind of burned through a lot of this, didn't I? It would appear. Sweet chap berries. It's interesting. I guess there's no real other need for those. The taro root. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I guess I'll do, you know what? I'll do like 9 of those. I don't know if I want to do all of them. I don't know that I have any need for them, but it feels weird. Actually, these should probably be turned into... Oh, can I not? No, I can't do anything with these here. Oh, can I not wine and dine them either? Okay, so we're empty out of stuff in the jamboree. My goodness. What do we have here? Right, okay. Just chuck these things in here. Right, I was grinding that wood into... Yeah, keeping us all on track with that. Okay. Guess we have a few things we want to dump off here. Not much. Yeah, that's super weird. Okay. And the sweet gemberry, yeah, I have one here. I got 5 of them here. Yeah, that's so strange. I don't even know. What else? I don't think I've ever really, you know, brokered in sweet gemberries. I've just never bothered. Let's put away what we can. Okay, that's a decent haul. Is there any more spots here for random jam stuff? Okay. We'll put those 2 there, and then we officially are out of jam space. I have this, like, feeling I'm meaning to do something else, but okay, well. Pine tar it is. What else do we have going on? Is it just... Oh, wow. Has it been a while, or is it just all at once? I feel like maybe it's been a while. Let's grab our goodies here. Nope. Yeah, this is now becoming hazardous. Oh, those poor butterflies. Yep, sorry. Gotta go. Everything must go. Okay, see, those aren't tapped, so there's no reason to keep these. Just get these out of the way. Help clear out a little bit more space. There we are. Again, I can't tell. Nope, that's not tapped. No, I don't think any of these are. Right, we cleared out a bunch. And then we just still had some left, didn't we? Can I? No, I can't. Okay. Alright, we'll do what we can. Alright, let's get this. Carry around all the other stuff. Yep. Oh, did I get all? As much as I'm gonna get. Yeah, fine enough. Now, yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to need this, mammoth pile of wood for, etc. But I like having it. My gosh. Coconuts and skulls and all kinds of goodies. Let's leave everything. Let's go to the farm. Let's dump off what we can here. Yeah. So much. Okay, you know what? I can grab these. Cool. Get ourselves some mangoes. So no pineapples here. Okay, pineapples here though. But again, yozers. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, we're going to have to do harvest. At least on the blue stuff. And all of this is done. Oh my gosh. When it rains, it pours. Fine. Okay, we'll put all the rest of our stuff there. Yeah, the sweet gemberry, that's why I was kind of curious. Do these? No. Yeah, I totally forgot. I guess that's why I never did anything with them. Is that they're not very useful. They're like, ho hum. Okay, can I... Yeah, let's eat these. There we go. Gotta have that double speed going. As we harvest our way. Yeah, it's looking good though. That's a mammoth pile of stuff. Yeah, maybe I was harvesting these pineapples so that I didn't have to do it all at once, because I don't know. Although, I'm not doing like laser precision on the days, because it doesn't really matter that much. The main thing is getting the stuff in the kegs. That's the main thing. The rest of it, I think we've got an overflow that's high enough now that it just does not matter. But these are like all in, so this is good. This is going to give us actually a really solid amount of how much we have planted here, I think. Which I don't know if I think we've kind of estimated. I don't think I've gotten like an exact, not that it matters, as I would forget that number immediately anyway. Alright. Now thinking of coffee and all the good stuff, this weekend I had a chance to go to it was like a little, kind of like a coffee festival, I guess. And I'm not sure what you call it, but it had a bunch of like kind of domestic roasters, local roasters, from Canadian-based roasters. And you got to go around and taste a bunch of coffees, and it was good. It didn't drink as you have little bits, and it was good. It's a lot of coffee by the end, but it wasn't terrible. And it was nice to try all kinds of new coffees and stuff. I got to hang out with my sibling, and it was nice. And the real surprise, though, was there was if you're in Canada, this is probably more applies, because I don't know how much of a pain it would be to get this coffee elsewhere. The surprise roaster to me, because beans are important, but roasters are really important too, because some of the stuff I was having, some roasters, you're just like, this doesn't sit with me. And it's I think each to their own. It's some roasters really resonate with people, some don't. There's a few roasters I don't really care for anything they do. But there was a roaster, it had the odd name of, because it's I guess a coffee shop first, and they've maybe got into the roasting game. Their name is French Press. They're based out of Qualicum Beach, which is on the west coast here, on Vancouver Island. And it like unbelievably good. It was so exceptional. It was one of the last ones we tried because we thought this isn't going to be good, and it was amazing. So it was one of those, you can never judge it. So if you're in Canada and you're looking to try some new beans, I would highly, highly, highly recommend them. They do ship online. Had the coffee from Myanmar, and then they do an Ethiopian. Whoosh Whoosh, I think it's called. Anyway, two exceptionally good coffees. Really, really flavorful. Just delicious, and that was a total delight. But I often think of coffee when I play this game, because we have always in every game we have so much coffee production. It always makes me think of coffee. It's always better. It's almost better when I'm recording this game early in the day. I'm recording in the evening, but when I record early in the day, I have a cup of coffee while I'm playing this game, and I can think about coffee. But now I just am like, oh, I really wish I could drink coffee, but I can't drink coffee in the evening. That's not I can drink decaf, but it's not the same. That's not why I drink it, for all the reasons. So I feel like coffee in the evening, decaf just wouldn't be quite it. But it's been a really good, this whole pandemic. I've continued on the quest that I was going on earlier, which was trying was heap loads of different coffee. And I stopped. I used to drink like espresso based stuff, and I stopped that after my machine broke. And it was decision to just, let's just do pour over and just totally do that, because I love a black cup of coffee. I don't ever drink anything in it. And it's been such a delight. It's been maybe the high point of the whole COVID thing for me, is trying new coffees. That's been my treat. It's been very nice. And it's been such a fruitful thing in terms of, I can't, it's hard to believe how many roasters we have locally here. And there's so many good ones. That's what blows me away too, is not just the number, but the quality of really, really good beans. So I guess it is a West Coast thing as well. It's very coffee culture oriented. And where I live here, it's very much the same ethos. I have been drinking coffee for a very long time, and but I've never had better coffee than I have been lately. There's so much, I guess, shared knowledge, and there's so much people are doing with the smaller roasters and stuff. They're able to produce such amazing things, which is really cool. There seems to be new ones popping up all the time. But there's like with this one, this French press roaster, which is for pour over, the stuff I was having. So it was a bit weird. But again, I'm assuming they were a coffee shop. Stuff like that just surprises you sometimes. You're just like, it's good stuff everywhere. I think the same thing happened with microbrewing and all that. I'm not into that whole thing, but I think that same sort of like obsessive local enjoyment of those things. It's just coffee has gone through the same basic curve of or trajectory. Okay, we're almost done here. We've got 685. Wow. Okay, it's definitely, there's more ancient fruit here than I thought there was. Okay, 698, I think it said. And I'm not seeing any that I missed. So there's 600, there's basically 700 crops planted just in the plantable zone. And I mean, I might have taken over a couple plantable spots. There might be a few extra. Like I could have probably, instead of doing a tree there, I could have thrown another sprinkler and had a few more. So you could do over 700. That's more than I would have guessed. That's so much. It's really, really bananas. Okay, now I'm going to do, I'm going to do all the star fruit. And then I'm just going to kick into the ancient fruit. How about we do that? This is, There's no lack of stuff here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's, this is absurd. Yeah, I like having the extra. I definitely don't regret the amount of, like, kegifying here. Every time, I think it has been over time as this farm has gotten more and more, like, ridiculous. there's also that idea of like, you continually, at least I find I'm like continually adding to production. As soon as I get kind of, more resources, you're like, well, what should I do? And then you go, oh, I guess I'll add more of this. Throughout the whole game of doing that. And then you end up with a point where it does become, at least I'm not so, because I'm gabbing away talking about nonsense as I'm playing, there's no way I could possibly be keeping really, really good track of details like how much I have of a thing or whatever. I guess if I was playing on my own, I might math it out and really try to be focused on like producing the amount I need. But what I end up finding I'm doing always is like I overproduce on one thing, then I overproduce on the other thing. Got too many kegs, got too much fruit, too many kegs. Although I don't know that we've ever had too many kegs. I think we've almost always been able to match production or be in excess of production. This is by far the most amount of kegs I've ever had. I've never built this many kegs in a playthrough. And I still feel like I could do more, because we definitely don't have like 900 or whatever, 700 kegs, plus all of the pineapple. I'm not paying enough attention to know how much pineapple there is. I mean, well over 100, so there's like 800 bits of stuff here. I don't have 800 kegs. I don't think. How many have I produced again? That gave me some sense. Oh no, I have 846. Okay. So maybe there is 800 kegs. I guess, yeah, with the ones in the laneway, perhaps there is. But I still feel like I'm over, I could still produce more. Whoa, we're going out of control fast. I missed more still. There we are. And but yeah, it's an interesting, just a random thought with no real. I haven't thought this out at all, so don't expect coherency here. Just as a reflection that we live in a time of such, we have so much production and so much. Everything has gone so international, and we have like, such a huge amount of. We can get anything at any time, and so there's stuff being made everywhere. We have the shift in the 80s with just-in-time manufacturing and the way we've globalized production systems. This idea now is like you can just about have anything at any time, and it's not good in many ways. Obviously, for the planet, it's not good, and it's led to a kind of entitled consumer, and the rise of Amazon is definitely tied into that. I think it's not necessarily a positive thing that we can have whatever we want whenever we want it. We don't need to have things instantly all the time. There's some things that it's a real luxury, so there's some things that is closer to being a necessity depending on who you are in your life. That's a real boon to maybe being able to access certain things very quickly. But for most of us, I think most of the time, we don't absolutely need a lot of the things we want to have immediately. So it's interesting that we have at the same time that kind of instant globalized world. And then we've had, over the past some time here really, the kind of rise of the local with, small breweries and small coffee producers and small this, small that, and things being a little bit more boutique and a little bit more, driven by it I guess the appreciation and the desire to, whoa there, Emerald Bird, to support local things. And so those two things are very different, but it's interesting in the way the one supports the other. Like the idea that you had you built up an international the ability to get beans from anywhere in the world leads to desires for new things, which then also translates to local production and people's, somebody in Qualicum Beach buying beans to support farmers in Myanmar. That is that's an interesting thing. So again, but then, there's good and bad to all these things. Good in that, again, you can people can do more things, support more people. Bad in that do we need to be sometimes hauling stuff from where we haul it from and doing what we do. Humans are complicated. It's interesting, there's no simple A to B line in a lot of these things where you just go, well, this behavior is good or this behavior is bad. There's positives and negatives to any of these things, but then they're so loaded with externalities and knock-on consequences that it's like, well, yeah, the positive aspect to globalization is that you kickstarts local economies in areas that necessarily wouldn't have had tourism or have there's reasons why they can't have building up a local economy, whether it's historical, political reasons or, government-related stuff, because of politics or whatever, that these countries haven't built up an economy. Now maybe they can. Like you hear about the Philippines getting more into coffee production as well. And people from the Philippines, one person in particular that had wanted to always do coffee production in the Philippines and always thought it was a thing, 15 years, 20 years ago. And now it's a viable thing. And to see that is interesting, that you can have all of these things going on. And that's great to help out that, but then there's the consequences of, okay, now we're transporting stuff from here to there all the time. So it's always a little win, a little not. It's depending on where you are and who you are is whether or not it's viewed, I guess, as a win or a loss. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Let's go dump this into the garage. And all right, what do we have for? All right, 999. So yeah, I don't even know what we're on with the resources here. So I'm just gonna put these. So yeah, I don't know what to do with the sweet. I guess I could just sell the sweet gem berries, because apparently I can't do anything else with them. So that was definitely over 100. Oh yeah, I'm sure we're more like 200 pineapples, so we're probably closer to, by the time we get all of the pineapples, and then we're probably more like, and then plus the ones in the house, more like 800 easy. And if there's 800 kegs, yeah, as long as we stay ahead of that, we're good. I could build 9 more kegs. So we have 1,300 wood here. Yeah, wood isn't a problem. Stuff like iron bars is a problem. How have I blown through? I guess I produced a whole mountain of kegs. Is that what I did? And then I used up all the iron? I think I must have. So, I guess if I get iron back, then we can get on to doing bee houses or some other ridiculous things, or putting kegs in other inappropriate places. One thing I was thinking about, somebody mentioned that if tiger slime and other slimes bred together produce white slimes which drop diamonds, which that's interesting. Yeah, I'd read something or heard something about somebody was talking about diamond drops, and yeah, that's interesting to hear that confirmed. That is a thing. I don't know. I am not. I'm trying to remember if we even. I feel like we had a tiger slime at some point, or tiger slime egg, but I really do not remember what we did there. Okay, 1:30. Let's get to bed. And how about this? Just save a couple of seconds. We can actually get to bed. Alright, well that was a busy little day there. We will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.